Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Wrath pre-patch and our Paladin playthrough. Today we're going to be heading down into Hillsbrad Foothills. Yep, we're going to start questing there today. I did have the flight point from the Sepulchre from when we did Shadowfang Keep, so we're going to start things off there. I learned all of our skills up until level 24, nothing really new or exciting yet. We got a few things that we might be able to utilize, like Exorcism. So Exorcism can now be used on anything, which is interesting. It does an automatic crit if the target is an undead or demon. I don't really know how much we're going to use this, but I guess we could see if it has any place in our rotation. I don't think it's going to be a rotational ability. It is a 1.5 second cast, which is a pretty quick cast, and it's on a 15-second cooldown, so we'll see. We'll take a look at it. We got Sense Undead, also really not that important. A couple other things. Seal of Justice. Melee attacks have a chance to stun for 2 seconds. Obviously, you know, more of a PvP thing. And I'm pretty sure that was basically all that we've got. Oh, we got Concentration Aura. All party or raid members within 40 yards lose 35% less casting or channeling time when damaged. So that's cool. And again, not really something we're going to use a lot of. So yeah, that is where we're at. Hope you guys are doing well today. And I should say thank you for being here, for spending some of your time with me here in Azeroth. I really do appreciate it. I think we're a pretty good level to be starting things off here. We are about to hit level 25. I don't think we're going to lose anything. This quest here I think is the lowest quest in the zone that we can pick up. I'll report to Terran Mills a turn. And yeah, level 20 stuff is as low as it gets apparently, so no real danger of losing any quest here yet. This is our breadcrumb to take into Terran Mill. And yeah, then we can get to the slaughter of bears and cats and, well, humans too, unfortunately. Because that is what goes on here in the foothills. And yeah, we'll see how far this zone gets us. I don't really know what the plan is next. We could go just right from here, maybe into Arathi Highlands. We could probably go into Stranglethorn at like level 32 or 33. Arathi Highlands stuff might be a little bit of a higher level. Not really sure if anything got tweaked for Wrath or not, or if it's all the same levels of the quest. But yeah, we have lots of places we can go. We could always go do some stuff in Stone Talon. I've kind of been trying to avoid zone hopping too much. I just want to have a nice linear path. For the most part would be nice to have. I think we can achieve that with the experience buff and maybe a handful of dungeons. Not really sure what other dungeons I want to do in this level range. I'm kind of holding out until Scarlet Monastery stuff opens up for us, which obviously is not going to be for a while. Razorfen Crawl would not be bad. I wouldn't mind doing some Razorfen Crawl at some point. Maybe we'll check that out later today. We don't really have any flight points at all in the Barrens, so it might not be a bad idea for us to do that. Just get ourselves over to Orgrimmar, run down and grab the flight points at Crossroads and at Camp Tarajo. That could only help us out later if we decide to do any questing in those areas. Eventually we will want to go probably down into 1,000 Needles or Shimmering Flats. We'll have to go down into Tannerus, so we're going to want some of those flight points anyway. Doing an RFK run would be a good excuse to go get them. So maybe we'll do that at some point later today. I didn't play much on the Paladin yesterday. We did the one Black Fathom Deeps run, and that was really all I had in me for the character. I think I'm going to play most of the day today, though, on this character and see how far we can get. I have most of my day freed up until the evening hours.
What is it?
We gotta get the elixirs of suffering, agony, and pain.
Dark lady, watch over you.
So we need gray bear tongues and 1 creeper ichor from the spiders.
Where the living.
We need to get 6 blood snout blossoms, or mud snout even. And then we need 10 vials of mountain lion blood.
No one.
There's our big 3. And then we're gonna want to probably take on some of the humans here. Let's turn our breadcrumb in.
Goodbye.
She wants us to take out 6 farmers, 6 farmhands, and find Farmer Ray and Farmer Getz. The wanted poster is for Syndicate Rogues and Syndicate Watchmen.
A new Belore Delanar.
And some free breadcrumb experience there. This is Shimmering. This is for Miner Hackett, Horace Wilstead, Citizen Wilkes. Bunch of guys we're going to find naturally while we're taking on the humans. We're going to set our Hearthstone here right away.
What you require. Trust no one. Hello.
And we're also going to grab a little bit of melon juice. Not too much, because at level 25 we can grab sweet nectar.
Beware.
But I do want to have some on us. The problem I've had is that we don't really need it while we're questing, but then I go to get into a dungeon and I don't have any. So I'm just going to try to keep some on me from now on. Let's get buffs going. One thing I'm going to do here that's not going to impact you guys, but is going to impact me, is I have to go back to Undercity, and I have to train Herbalism. I forgot to do it again. So I'm going to do a quick cut. You guys will be back here in a split second. See, wasn't that really quick for you guys? I wouldn't lie to you. So, a couple of things I did. I dropped Alchemy, and I grabbed Inscription. And I'm already past the point I was with Alchemy. I'm not very interested in Alchemy this time around. It's useful, but I just felt no compulsion to level it, to engage with it at all. And I think I'm going to like Inscription a lot better. You know, and it's new, so it's nice to try out the new thing during the fresh start. We can make scrolls, so scrolls are fun. We have one scroll active. Apparently we can't have multiple scrolls active at the same time, which maybe was some kind of change for Wrath. I think I remember having multiple scrolls in the past. But yeah, so I'm going to work on Inscription. That's what we're going to be doing with our Herbalism. I think that's going to, like, make me more interested in gathering herbs as well. So that's what we're going with, guys. This alliance person really wants me to attack them, which I'm not going to do. But, yeah, good luck with that. I don't really understand people who, like, they want a PvP, but they want to cause a low-level character to accidentally attack them so they can kill them. Doesn't really make sense. If that's how you want to spend your time, you can go ahead and spend your time that way. It's not how I spend my time. And I'm not PvP flag, so you can't stand in my consecrate. It's pretty silly. It's question mark, human paladin. Thought the Alliance were supposed to be good guys. Thought everyone on the Alliance side was nice and cuddly. Would not try to get a poor, low-level character to click on them so they can annihilate them. I thought that was stuff that the Horde was supposed to do. Alliance has led me down here on Maladath. I expect more. What is our two-handed sword skill at? It's not perfect, but it will get there. Yeah, I don't see myself casting Exorcism. Maybe if I want to pull something as a tank at range. Maybe if something's getting away from me. I don't really know. I don't think that it really has a great place in any kind of rotation. I could be wrong, and listen, if I'm wrong, it's fine. It's my preference that I'm probably not going to use it. Holy Shock, I could get in on some Holy Shock. What I loved during Legion was that I just left my Paladin Holy Spec. And I just went around, when there was like World Quest to do AP to grind, I went around in Holy Spec, like basically as a Shakadin. And that was a lot of fun. Of course it was easier because I was like extremely raid geared. So, I mean, at that point you could basically be any spec. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I liked my fake little Shakadin. There's Holy Shock, and then I talented into the one ability that shot like a ray of light that would then kind of spread and hit other targets. So I made sure I had a couple of abilities that were like caster-ish, but were instant cast. If I can get an instant cast Exorcism, I'd be down with that. But I don't think that's a thing, is it? I guess I'm just kind of working my way over to the humans, and we'll deal with them, and then we'll work our way back and get whatever bears we need. Mountain lions might take a little bit longer. And I did look it up. At level 30, we get dual spec. So I'm really looking forward to that, being able to actually switch between Prot and Ret when we're doing a dungeon versus when we are soloing. That's going to be really cool. It's going to be such a joy to be able to play 2 specs of my class without having to like pay money for respecs, to actually get to enjoy more of the class you're playing. That's just great quality of life stuff right there. Yeah, still looking at the damage numbers, I do think the sword is our best weapon right now, despite its lack of other stats. We do have all of our gray bear tongues, so we don't need to worry about them anymore. Just need a bunch of cats, which like I said, we can get them on the way back. I couldn't find any actual server population numbers yet. Anywhere on the interwebs for Maladath or Sky Fury. It could be that I'm overlooking, but I went to the usual sites and just didn't see any actual numbers posted. Maybe it takes a while for these things to come in. We don't need peasants. Okay, we need farmers and farm hands. I'm gonna take care of you because you're just gonna be a pain if we don't. There goes Farmer Colaba. I've been interested in the druid since I saw that they got their updated beast forms, and they actually look a lot better now than they used to. It's like, with the druid, you're gonna be stuck in those forms, like, forever, so you kind of want them to look good. What's going on here with these guys who were tagged by somebody else? I'm not really sure how I feel about these gray enemies wandering around. At this point, I'll accept anything that makes this go a little faster, I guess. You're a priest. You can have wisdom. I am all over the place today. I swear normally I can type. I spent almost a decade where half of my job was writing and typing, but these days my fingers can't seem to find home. Or look at this! You know, if I did that, someone would run up to me and say expletives. In fact, that has actually happened to us. Yeah, this is, it's looking pretty farmed out. Which is funny, because, well, for obvious reasons. Tailors? Yeah, I don't think I need tailors. I thought maybe one of the farmers was in here. I'm not actually being very helpful with this group here. Not very helpful at all yet. I don't think we've, like, really tagged anybody for the better of the group. Maybe we can come up the hill here. Maybe that's where we have to go. Like, we need to invite some of these paladins who are, like, mass pulling everything. We're not, like, cool enough to mass pull, but we could start getting in on it. We might as well start trying to get in on it. I'm gonna poke my head into here. Yeah, nobody up in here yet. Here we go. We'll let him go. He will come back eventually. Maybe he'll bring friends with him even. He did bring friends with him, so that's good. And we are out of mana for the first time in a long time. And we're gonna have to drink. This might be like one of the first times we've ever drank. Oh. I mean, the fact that I really want those is not gonna make me need on a bind on equip. Yeah, I mean, I basically just try to follow the rules that I established that I expect other people to follow. Which is like, those would be nice gloves that we would out-level in like 10 levels. But, you know, he could sell them. One of us could sell them. In this case, he won the roll, so. Where is the farmer? I guess maybe he's back here. Yeah, he's not up here. Alright, well, maybe we creep around outside here. What do we need still? We need farm hands. Let's grab this guy. And we probably should wait. The suggest invite button, man, I love it. I do love it. It's pretty amazing. Like, this guy is clearly trying to get the farmer. He keeps running up the stairs here. Yeah. It's better to just invite him than to really have to worry about him tagging it before us, and then we have to panic invite him. Here he is. And Citizen Wilkes is sometimes over here. He kind of moves around, I think. We'll have plenty of opportunity to get him. I do want to see... maybe we can get Farmer Getz. He used to appear in here, but we just saw Taylor's in here this time. Well, he's not in there now. Check for Farmer Colaba. Yeah, chances of finding colaba up right now, not really great. It's not looking particularly good. Alright, we're gonna be sent back here. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna be sent back here. To do other stuff, to kill other types of humans. So, let's get going. I wasn't looking at group. I'm such a bad group mate, you know, he had a plan that he wanted to enact, he wanted to sit on the one guy and we were gonna sit on the other guy. It was a good plan, but yeah, I'm like... I get more and more socially inept in this game. I feel like the longer I play it. And I'm so often just not looking at chat at all. That's the other thing about it, is like chat's way over here and my eyes usually are not going down there. I don't mean to be an asshole to people, although I'm sure that that's how I must come off sometimes. Maybe, hopefully people just take it for what it is. It's just like, it's just completely social ineptitude. It's like, it's belligerent social ineptitude. Like, I know how to interact with people better. and I often don't put the effort in to do it. What did we not get? Oh, we needed gets. Awesome. It's fine. We need to get a bunch of lions and a bunch of spiders anyway. Yeah, we needed gets for the turn-in, which, you know, I'm not paying attention to anything this morning. I don't have any good excuses. But it's fine. We'll do a couple circuits here. We can't really get spiders over here, which is unfortunate. For some reason I thought Gets was for the other quest with Colaba, Hackett, Wilkes and them, but yeah, I could just look over here with my eyes, but so often I don't. I think if we complete this one, don't we get sent back to poison the dog? Isn't that something that happens? I was kind of hoping there would be some spiders down here, but doesn't seem like it. Yeah, we have not been finding a lot of herbs out here. Briarthorn, I don't even think we can get yet. Oh, we can. Perfect. I need more Silverleaf and Peace Bloom though for inscription. I'm gonna have to like go farm, which is fine. If I fight you, someone's probably gonna swoop in here and grab this, aren't they? Got all of our mountain lion blood. We need to find spiders, but I think we're only going to find spiders around the hill, around the town, and to the east of the town. I don't think we're going to find any out here at all. Let's do a quick check for Colaba. Doesn't seem like it. There we go, exorcism for runners. Yeah, I mean, I guess I did need to be in a group to get this one done, and I didn't really think about that too much. I'm just in my old mode of playing where it's like, yeah, I'll get it eventually, but yeah, with 18,000 people trying to get it, chances of me getting it are pretty unlikely. And here we are again. I don't know where that guy went or why. I guess he's running because he's just low on health and he doesn't want to die. There we go. Oh, he brought some friends. Cool. The tailors are back up. Like, that's fine. That guy will come back eventually. The tailors are back up again. I don't really know how I feel about that. I am not sure how I feel about that respawn rate. Yeah, exorcism for runners. Okay, well, could chill here for a minute. Wait, does he even spawn here, or am I like just making shit up? Oh, far he's in the other. I'm in the tailor's house. Gets' house is up here. I'm so stupid sometimes. I am literally the worst WoW player alive. I'm like, why is the house empty? No one's in here. Like, oh, this is great. Yeah, sure. All right, then. Let's just get it. Let's just wait and get it done, Robert. You're gonna have to sit and wait. It's the only way this works. I've been having fun with the fresh start, but honestly, I'm just been really excited for actual Wrath to come out. I want to go into Northrend. I want to see some new content. I want to see new leveling zones with new technology. I want to see the phasing in action. We don't have that long to wait. I mean, this is like, you know, we're 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, a little bit over 3 weeks out. Paladin has been fun, but it doesn't have all the changes that I thought it would have baseline. Like, I really thought we were going to get Crusader Strike a lot sooner, and I don't know when we're going to get Crusader Strike. It might not be till like level 40 or 50. It's not in the talent tree anymore. It's a... Oh, it is in the talent tree. I thought we got this baseline. See, this is what I mean. I don't even do research on stuff. Yeah, that's a long time. Jesus. So yeah, level 50... We're not going to get anything else as like a baseline melee attack until level 50. Holy crap. Avenger Shield. Yeah, same thing with Prot. You don't get Hammer of Righteous until level, I guess you're level 60 at that point. And you can get Avenger Shield at level 50. Oh man, they really just keep it from you. All the good stuff. Okay. Is this guy ever gonna respawn? You would think that that the respawn rates would be pretty cranked up because, you know, everybody's farming them, but that's... Oh, hi. He's in here. Guys, we're looking in the wrong place, guys. He's hiding in the barn the entire time. Yeah. Yes! Everyone rejoice. We got him. And he was nowhere near here. He was somewhere else entirely. Disarming me? How does a peasant or a farmer disarm a trained paladin, a master of the sword, hammer, and axe? Please explain this to me. You've got a cool looking polearm. What is this polearm? Blood tempered Rancier. Damn, that is cool. I have never seen that. Is that from some kind of like Blood Elf specific quest line? Because it looks very Blood Elf-esque. It looks very Blood Elf-esque. This dude seems to be obviously waiting for Colaba to respawn, much like we are. I wonder if he is going to invite us to a group or if we're going to have to do that at the last minute. This good dude ran right into our consecrate and died. I'm surprised that killed him. He must have been demonic at heart because it did crit. We're not getting skulls from this is such a wasted effort in a way. Such a wasted effort in a way because there's so much we're not benefiting from by just killing all these guys. We don't have the skulls quest yet. We don't have the quest to kill peasants. We're going to be fighting humans for a long time. That's just going to be how it is. But I guess if we get this now, we just don't have to do it later. I don't mind fighting humans endlessly. These guys are pretty weak. They're not causing us a lot of problems. And I'm not exactly in any kind of rush, as you guys can tell. I'm not rushing this fresh start. I mean, I have no real plans of being able to get to 70 before Wrath actually comes out. Just trying to have a good time and enjoy the character. We could get pretty close. Like, we'll probably get to around where the mage got. I think in 3 or 4 weeks, the mage got from 1 to 66. Granted, I pushed the mage pretty hard. I played a lot of the mage. I was really, really into the mage. Having fun with every minute of it. It was great. Do I think the paladin is as cool as the mage or as fun as the mage? Not yet, it's not. It's very enjoyable. It's really easy to play. It's a melee, and I do like melee. So, like, the fantasy of it, I think, ranks right up there. But, like, the fun factor isn't quite the same. Benefits are, I love being able to tank dungeons and put my own groups together. I also love just kind of being carried through stuff, though. I like DPS where people just invite you to the group, they summon you out, and then all you gotta do is fight stuff. That's actually a lot of fun for me as well. I've always just kind of been drawn to the tank because of ease of getting into a group. Which, you know, that kind of reverses at max level, like, when it comes to raiding and stuff, like, people have their tanks, like, they have their tanks, you know, they have their guild tanks, they have the tanks they know, they're a tank. I don't know if we're gonna find a lot of, like, raids looking for tank. I'm wondering if this chick is ever gonna spawn. Because I haven't seen her, and we've been out here for a minute. And I think they really want to look at some of these, like, they have heat maps and stuff, I know they do, where they can look at, like, where players group up, where they slow down, where they fight the most, where there's the most NPC death, where there's the most character. They have all these informational charts they could probably look at. To see stuff like, hey, we're not respawning these named NPCs even nearly enough for demand. Can they crank out the way the peasants? Because the peasants are falling over and standing back up. Like, that's essentially what's happening. Why are the farmers and the name mobs not falling over and then essentially standing back up? They're the ones that are going to be hard to find. Please come in and do this. Make these changes. I really wish that when they did something like this, their staff, the people who make the game, need to be playing the fucking game. You need to pay your workers to play the game that they work on. When you have a major launch, everybody should be playing the game for the first couple weeks. That should be the majority. You have an 8-hour workday. Guess what? 4 hours of your workday is now leveling up on the Fresh Start server, so that you, a middling developer, maybe you do this for your, not your lead developers, but your senior developers, should be playing the game, and they should be bringing some issues back to the team. Hey guys, I spent 2 hours in the peasant fields today waiting for Farmer Colaba to respawn. Maybe we should get this over to the people who can crank that up and dial it up a little bit. And you just give them the power to do shit like that. But first, they have to be playing the game the way humans play the game. And if they're not doing that, they're not able to take away any useful information, because clearly the data that they have is not enough. It's not enough just to look at data. What is enough is to play the game and to see what are players actually experiencing. What is happening to an actual player. No amount of server data is going to tell you that. The only way you're going to get that is if you play the game. Which they obviously don't. Like, it's obvious, like, it's been obvious for a long time. They don't have a lot of people who work on the game who put a lot of hours into actually playing it anymore. And it's like, you know, you have a good excuse, like, I have a full-time job making the game. I'm engaged in making the game. You need to be engaged in playing it too, though. Not really a great example, but like a good example is I used to be a training developer. So part of what I did was I would assess the company's need for a position, and I would design and develop new hire training for putting someone into that role. So I would assess it, plan it out, write it all. It would take, like, you know, almost a year to write it, get the curriculum in place. And then I was always the first person to teach it. So I would go teach it to other trainers to get them certified in it. And then by teaching it, I could actually improve it. And if I had just written the curriculums and handed them off, the training would have been awful. So much comes to light when you write a curriculum and then you stand up in front of a class to teach it. You make so many improvements and learn so much about how the exercises work or don't work. You find all the flaws in it. Yeah, and like if I didn't do that, if I was just writing the materials and handing it off to other people to train, it would have been hot garbage. And I feel like this is like basically... it's not a good comparison, but it's similar. It's like if you design the game, make the game, you should then go play the hell out of the game. And then by doing that, you can find all the ways that it needs to be tweaked, changed, improved, etc. We're clearly not getting her. I mean, you guys saw we stood there with the group for a long time, and we didn't get her. She never spawned. I never saw her, targeted her, or anything. So I'm over it. We were there with a group who was like killing. They were killing villagers or something. They weren't even after the farmer because we didn't get her. It's pretty sad. Apparently there are some creepers down here that we might get our ichor. Let's go work on that. We'll go back and stand in that spot when we need human skulls. That'll be a good way to get our human skulls. Just waiting for Farmer Colaba to spawn, apparently, is going to take forever. We can't get bruiseweed. I don't think we can get any of this. I'm gonna have to go back to You know, I could probably go all the way back to just Falcon Wings Square area, Eversong Woods. Spend a half hour there getting Silverleaf and Peace Bloom. And that'll get our skill level up. It'll also give me what I need to like get our inscription going a bit more than it is. So maybe I'll have to do that at some point today. Yeah, like part of me, like I'm enjoying the character. Am I enjoying the experience on the server? I appreciate the general excitement in the air. But I felt that excitement even when we were leveling on the mage on Pagel. There were lots of people leveling up at all levels of play. The economy seemed to be doing really well. People were very active in dungeons, and in all levels people were active in dungeons. So I didn't need, and I said this back when we were playing the mage, like for me the mage was my fresh start. We got the experience buff. I did something that I hadn't really done before, playing an alliance mage like for a length of time. So that was like, for me that was a fresh start. There were tons of people playing. We never had a problem getting into groups. Even as DPS, we would queue up for something and within 15 minutes we would get an invite for it, like pretty damn consistently. I don't think there was a lot of times when I tried to get into a dungeon and it just never happened. It basically happened even as DPS all the time on Pagel. So yeah, like the excitement is fine, like it's great, but like I already got to experience that without the server having to be fresh. And I don't know if like I don't look at general enough, so maybe people's experience in the trade channels and stuff is better because you don't have as many people spamming for boost, doing GDKP runs and shit like that. That's not part of my gameplay anyway. And if that kind of stuff bothers people, I would always recommend they basically do what I do, which is just to cut those channels out when you're not actively using them. You don't have to subject yourself to it. It's a choice. So yeah, but as far as my experience on this server, like, well, you guys have seen it. It's crowded. You can't get name mobs. And all that's par for the course with fresh starts. That's probably part of what some people really, really enjoy about it, is the competition inherent in those things. I just enjoy playing the game. Yeah, Miner Hackett is like down in the mines. We're not going in the mines yet. We're gonna get a quest to fight miners, and that's when we're gonna go in the mines. And for some reason, like maybe this is just an illusion that I had from experiences on the mage coming into this playthrough, is like, for some reason people on the horde side seem like a little bit more high-strung, a little bit more ready to cuss you out for something that they perceive you did. Maybe that's just like my random experiences and doesn't really say anything about the faction or anything like that. Just a quick glance here. Everyone's up except Colaba, so, well, you know, that makes sense. We still haven't gotten our Ichor. It's kind of a uncommon drop off of these guys. I would like to get this before we go back to town, though. That would be nice. Having strength up all the time would be nice. I need to get a mod that will let me move this stuff down. I need my buffs to show up at least. I don't want, like, whatever the thing is called where it tells you what abilities to push. I forget the name of the add-on. I don't want anything like that cluttering up my viewing space, but I would like to have something that could take these buffs and slide them under wherever my character portrait is. That's probably going to require like a complete UI mod, which I don't want. Yeah. Oh, we got the Ichor! Wow, I didn't even notice. I was too busy running my mouth. Yep. I wish I could just manipulate the Blizzard UI like like every other game where you can move your HUD elements around, like just grab these, bring them down here. That would be perfect. I'm much more likely to see this tick off if it were, you know, by my character portrait anywhere that I might be looking on the screen. We could hearth back, but let's just run it. We'll save our hearth for when we go into Durnhold. Which I think we're going to do next.
Speak quickly. Our time will come.
We're going to poison the frog because we're awful. We're just terrible.
Listening.
Hillsbrad always depresses the hell out of me. We have to create a plague, we get to poison a dog, we kill scores and scores and scores of people for no better reason than just for killing them. You're not at war with people when what you're doing is killing the farmers and the peasants. I don't know if anyone like at Blizzard has really ever understood what warfare is, how warfare has been fought in actual history. Yes, there's what we do most of the time. And I don't even know if I can say this word without YouTube flagging me, is we commit acts of terrorism in World of Warcraft. That's how we antagonize the other faction. Is we're not at war with them. We don't even ever get a quest. Think about this. We don't ever get a quest to fight their soldiers. They have lots of footmen. We don't get a quest to kill them.
I haven't got all
We
day.
get quests to kill the farmers, the farmhands, the peasants, the councilmen, the miners, all the workers. It would be like if another country invaded us, and instead of trying to engage with our army, they just went into places and started killing those people, like at stores and workplaces. And so, like, unfortunately, the day and age that we live in, those comparisons are like pretty close to my mind and yeah, you say it's just a video game, Robert. Jeez, getting really serious with it. Okay. But it still affects me. Maybe I'm just more able to be affected by shit like this than most people. But yeah, it bothers me. It bothers me when we're killing countless humans, and those humans are not even soldiers. They're not even fighters. They're people with pitchforks and stuff. Like I don't feel heroic doing it. Does that make sense? Like a part of the fantasy of the video game is like, not only do you say like it's a fantasy world nothing like ours, but I'd like to feel heroic playing my hero. That's just kind of how like I engage and how I get immersed in things. Is like I like to kind of be a force for good, because in real life, so often it's hard to feel like you are a force for good. You often feel like you just have to do the things you have to do to get by, and that there's not a lot of leeway for you to be heroic or be in those situations where you can be very impactful. So in a fantasy video game, that's kind of what I look for. I like to feel like I can help the world and make it a better place. You don't do that on the Horde side. You don't do that. You so often don't even act honorably, which is funny because two of the Horde's biggest factions, Orcs and Tauren, are supposedly really about that honor stuff. But what you end up doing is poisoning dogs, killing farmers. It's pretty damn grim. pretty damn grim. And you're right to say that I probably think too deeply into it. But it is just literally how the game makes me feel. It's hard to say, like, what comes first is not my thoughts about it. What comes first is, like, how it makes me feel. And then I arrive at these ideas by thinking about how I've been made to feel. And why. So no, it's not really that I've sat here and thought it out into the ground. It's just literally me trying to explain how these quests make me feel. Like, fighting these guys is okay. Like, yeah, we'll kill some Syndicate people. Totally cool with that. They're Syndicate people, they're jerks, they have weapons, they've had some training in how to fight. Like, I feel fine with that. Killing the farmers, though? Don't make me do that stuff all the time. The Alliance probably does it too. There's probably Alliance quests where we go kill like orc farmers or something. I don't remember any at all off the top of my head. I feel like we're mainly fighting Defias and like kobolds and stuff like that. Kobolds are people too, Robert. Yeah, that might be true. I don't really know a lot about kobolds. Let's just drop down here. There's like really no reason not to. Everything's cleared out, so. Locked footlocker. So like, are we in a line here? Is this a queue? Because I'll tell you what, I mean, you can invite me, or we can see who gets a tick off of damage first on this guy when he respawns. I don't really care which. They're in a group. I wonder if I can suggest for them to invite me. Request to join group. This is some of the best options that have been added to the game. So like, I don't have to say anything. I don't have to ask. I can click the group leader and ask to be invited to the group. That's amazing. It's oh. Wait. Do we not need the key anymore? I'm opening this with something. Oh, we failed. We do need the key. Okay. It let us do it like it was gonna... Like it was literally gonna let us do it. But apparently not. What's going on out here? I don't need these mages at all, but... They have human skulls, so... Because of course they do. That too, like the concept that we're putting 30 human skulls into our bags. At least we seem to be bleaching them first and like cleaning them somehow. That's something at least. I remember the last time we were through here, the rogues were kind of hard to find, so I'm gonna grab these when I can. They really need to crank the spawn timers up for the named people, because it is really bad that like we have to wait so long just for a guy with a name to drop an item that we need for a quest. It just needs to happen like a lot quicker than it's happening. That would be my biggest feedback. This dude just literally ran into the wall. He's like part of the Philadelphia project now. He's melted into the side of the building. Awesome. He made it, all his corpse made it outside. How the hell does that happen? He must have fell through a crack in the floorboards. Yeah, my biggest feedback that we could like eliminate a lot of friction by literally setting the respawn timer on any named enemies to about 5 seconds. Set it to 5 seconds, please. Just tell them they should all respawn in 5 seconds. Period. End of story. It should be easy. It's an easy algorithm. You go through the game, every single guy, you put the little line of code in that makes him respawn basically immediately. We move on with our lives. Everyone's happy because they don't have to stand in long lines waiting for name guys to pop back up. So yeah. Just a little bit of free advice that Blizzard's never gonna hear. or care about, that they probably heard millions of times from people much more influential and eloquent than me. Can you share the quest, please? I don't know what quest. You guys have all the quests I have? Literally sharing every quest I can. I mean, I've gone ahead and shared every quest I can share. I don't really need to be in this group anymore. Because, well, because we have what we need from down here. But let's stay with them in case they come up here looking for the other guy. These are all human skulls. We have to come back down. Yeah. Inventory's full. Perfect, 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 perfect. Perfect. Yeah, lots of human skulls. Clearly I was back at town and did not even bother to sell. My mind is like in many different places about this game today. And all the places that it's in is like not within the moment that I'm in. If that makes sense. Okay, what in the absolute crap is happening here? Not that I mind, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we've got this lady blasting us now from up there, so that might suck in a minute. We can lay on hands. Like, but are you kidding me? Where'd all these people come from? Now go ahead and cast a spell again so we can... Oh, did you use all your mana? No, not even close. You just don't want to cast anymore because you know we're going to silence you. Do these guys all have skulls? Did they change it so that every single human now drops a skull? I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. This is the first time we've used lay on hands successfully, so whatever. 20-minute cooldown. No big deal. Dull iron key. Gotta make our way back here to free this guy. I realize I did not buff either of the people we grouped with. You guys are absolutely right. I'm a horrible paladin. I should basically only play classes that don't offer group buffs. Because, yeah, I'm... Oh, this was not even... We just killed some guy that had a key that we didn't need. So that was the guy... Does he spawn in 2 different places? And who do we need? We need this guy right here. Yeah. Oh, that's great. What are we gonna do here? We got a potion we can use. Let's just go ahead and pop that now. We could just, like, actually auto-attacking would be good. Okay. Guess that guy died up there. That's fine. Alright, after this we have to go find a boatload of rogues. Yeah. Just a bunch of rogues now. At some point here, we're gonna stop and drink and get our mana back and that good stuff, but so far we just haven't really needed to. It's been fine. We are getting low on health, though. You don't run away again. This seems like a bad place to drink, but let's do it anyway. Oh, well, yeah, I don't have like a good way of like really finishing off runners. I mean, exorcism is fine, but it's not quick, right? They're gonna get somewhere maybe and like aggro somebody else when I'm doing that. We don't have a slow, I don't think. We could have a slow and I just don't know anything about the Paladin. That's a possibility. Let's give ourselves a little heal here. Oh, that was a chunk of mana just eaten. It's a decent time to level up, level 26. Yeah, and now we need to find rogues, which are not common. We only need 2 more, so it might not be awful. But it could still be awful. Maybe in the buildings. Let's take a peek. Not really seeing any rogues in there anywhere. There's one back here. We've aggroed somebody. I'm just gonna bring us in here. Perfect. Oh, you two, why not? You know, I was gonna let you live, but on second thought, we better just make sure that there's no witnesses to what happened here. Okay. There's a rogue in this building. We're gonna just pull everybody in again. We're low on health, so maybe... well, I was gonna say we're low on health, so maybe we stop right here, but... apparently that's not gonna happen. We need to kill one of these guys. Like, now. Now we can heal again. We could come down here and get those blossoms. Let's not hurt. Let's not hurt. Let's take care of that one too. Then most of the elixirs of agony, pain, death, destruction will be wrapped up and or onto their next parts. Shoot. I'm dead. I basically had one chance to not fall off of this. Okay, there we go. We might live. There's a small chance that, yeah, we're gonna die. Come on. Potion. 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 I don't know why we lived. Just stupidity and luck, I guess. And the potion. The potion helped. That's true. Stupidity, luck, and a potion. Okay, I need this guy to like stop repositioning, that'd be great. Oh good, a heal. So we're not really going to be able to deal with that except once every minute. So maybe trying to fight as few of the shaman as we can would be a good idea. Oh shit, are you serious with this? How the hell did we aggro the one all the way back there exactly? Oh, this is where we die, for sure. Oh man, I don't know. Cool. Cool. We're not very far away, thankfully. We're gonna finish this one up and then I need to take a break for a little bit. I kind of wanted to really dig into this character today and just play a ton, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling hillsbrad foothills. I'm not feeling the quest that we're doing. I don't know. Inventory's full. It's a beautiful thing. We've just been like clicking these things and nothing's been happening. I thought I was collecting them, but I'm like so out of it and not paying attention to anything that like we're not collecting anything. But there we go, we can just come back and not fight anything and just get it all done at once. Because for some reason these things respawn instantly, but named mobs only respawn once every 12 minutes. So, figure that out. Let's get out of here. Yep.
What is it? Trust no one.
This had better be good.
Did night elves get new beast forms as well, or was it just druid? Was it just Tauren that got them? I feel like it wouldn't be fair if that were the case, but you never know what kind of stuff they'll do. Let's actually just be smart. Let's empty out our inventory here. That way we can move on with life.
I'm listening.
I'm sure you are. It's nice to have somebody who listens in your life. Even if it has to be the innkeeper. Yeah? Sure. Why not? They're not blue gloves, but could help us a little bit. We'll just equip this ring because we don't have another ring on, and rings are nice to have. It's better than a shadow resist ring. I don't need these, I don't believe. I don't think I'm gonna go back to using either of these. I'm just gonna sell them. And yeah, that's about all that we're gonna do.
What would you ask?
You want us to get Humbert's sword. Wanted Baron Vardis. Okay.
Dabu. Hello. Goodbye.
I think that was a quest. Oh yeah, here's our go kill the dog quest. Sure, yeah, perfect. And we have a few things that we need to wrap up in the Undercity. We also could train level 26. I'll tell you what, guys, I am going to take us back to Undercity. I need to get some fresh coffee, clear my head, take a little break, and then we'll probably be coming back and picking things up here. But we'll see. I have some considerations to make about various things. I'm starting to get this idea, and a part of me thinks it's probably just a grass is greener on the other side reaction to some of the experiences I've had with players and just the zones and the questing here on the Horde side. But part of me is starting to think that maybe after 17 years of mainly playing Horde, maybe I hate the Horde. I think this happens probably more to people who like read all the quests and like people who get invested in their character and kind of want to feel good things about their character. It probably happens to people like that a little bit more than just someone just trying to play the game and enjoy it for the systems and the mechanics and stuff like that. But yeah, I realize that God, hillsbrad is effing depressing. There is nothing really soothing or enjoyable or calming about it. It's kind of the antithesis of why I play the game. So I have some thinking to do about that. We could go quest somewhere else. It's true. I mean, we're still going to be Horde at the end of the day, but we'll see. Thank you guys for being here. I would really love to hear your feedback on some of these thoughts, if you have any. And for those who play Alliance and prefer to play Alliance, and in fact are playing Alliance right now, whether you're, let me know if you're on either Sky Fury or Maladath, because maybe eventually here at some point in the fresh start I'm gonna pick up, I'm gonna check out the Alliance side of things. We'll see. Obviously you'll say, Robert, you've wasted days on the Horde side. Just keep going, man. Yeah, we might keep going, but we might not. It'll depend on a few things. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, as always. No matter what, I really appreciate all of the support. I appreciate you guys being here, especially those of you who are here every day. Thank you guys so much. Take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again sometime really soon. Bye for now.